Welcome to True Insight. In a world ruled by empires without flags, one man, one voice is shaking the table. From the red soil of Burkina Faso to the polished floors of Pentagon briefings, his name is causing discomfort, disruption, and defiance. Captain Ibrahim Traoré has just sent a message to the United States, loud and clear, and the whole world is watching. Before we dive into this explosive story, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below. Do you believe Africa is finally waking up? Let's start with the basics. Captain Ibrahim Traoré, a 35-year-old military officer, became the interim leader of Burkina Faso after a 2022 coup. But he didn't rise for power. He rose from pain. His people were dying at the hands of jihadists. His country, rich in gold and culture, was bleeding under corruption and foreign exploitation. On the other side, we have General Michael Langley, commander of U.S. AFRICOM. Africa Command, one of the most powerful American generals with a global footprint. AFRICOM has military bases, drone hubs, and special forces operations all over the continent. Langley represents diplomacy with a military backbone. But when these two men's paths crossed, the tension became more than just politics. It became symbolic. It became a confrontation between control and independence. Early this year, a private diplomatic message was delivered from AFRICOM's Stuttgart headquarters to Ouagadougou. The letter, signed by General Langley himself, raised deep concerns. According to insiders, it read, Burkina Faso's increasing cooperation with foreign military entities outside of Western alliance frameworks, particularly Russian contractors, raises security concerns. We urge reconsideration in the interest of regional stability and long-standing U.S.-Burkina Faso relations. Translation: cut ties with Russia, step back into the Western fold, or face the consequences, covert or overt. This wasn't a simple suggestion. It was a red line. And Captain Traoré, he didn't flinch. Viewers, what would you do if a foreign power told you how to run your country? Drop your answer in the comments. Don't forget to like if you support African sovereignty. AFRICOM issued a statement days later, reaffirming commitment to African stability. But their tone was different, more cautious. Why? Because Traoré's message lit a fire. In Mali, leaders praised him. In Niger, protesters chanted, "Down with AFRICOM." In Guinea, murals of Traoré appeared alongside revolutionaries like Sankara and Che Guevara. Suddenly, Traoré wasn't just a president, he became a pan-African symbol. Political scientists called it the new anti-imperialist wave. Young Africans began asking hard questions. Why are there 29 foreign military bases in Africa? Why does Africa export raw gold but import poverty? Why is it a crime to say no to the West? If these are questions you ask too, comment Africa Rising and share this video. To understand the weight of Traoré's words, you have to know the past. In the 1960s, Patrice Lumumba said no to Western manipulation. In the 1980s, Thomas Sankara rejected foreign aid with strings. Both were killed. Both were betrayed. Both became legends. Now Traoré walks that same tightrope, fighting for his people, with powerful enemies watching. But there's one difference. Today's Africa is not the Africa of 1961. There are 700 million African youth under 25. There are decentralized media platforms like this one. You are watching it now. There's a collective consciousness that's no longer afraid. But don't be fooled. Danger still lurks. Traoré's stand puts a target on his back. The West has a long history of punishing bold African voices. Hit like if you believe this generation can protect its leaders. Subscribe to stand with the movement for truth and self-determination. So what happens now? Burkina Faso is strengthening ties with Russia, China, and Turkey. AFRICOM is facing resistance across the Sahel. France has lost military access in several countries, and the AU is being pushed to take a clearer stand on sovereignty. The future, it's uncertain. But what is certain is that Africa is no longer whispering. Africa is roaring. Traoré said, "They fear us not because we are strong, but because we are finally aware of our strength. Powerful, truthful, unapologetic. Captain Traoré's message is not just for Burkina Faso, it's for Lagos, Nairobi, Kinshasa, Harare, Addis, Cape Town. This is our moment to choose independence over influence, dignity over dependency, unity over division. If this video moved you, here's what you need to do right now. Like this video to boost the message. Subscribe to this channel for real African stories, unfiltered, uncolonized. Comment your thoughts. Do you stand with Traoré? Do you believe Africa's time is now? And most importantly, share this with 3 people who need to hear it.